The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. This is the United Podcast Network.
It's time for a crunch or two. It's time for a little something something. It's time for the Snack Authority. The Snack Authority. The authority on snacks. Snacks of all kinds. From the most common and wildly famous to the most obscure and unknown. The Snack Authority. Snacking all the time so you don't have to.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Snack Authority, broadcasting live at the Studio 21 Podcast Café. The Snack Authority is a weekly podcast where we dig into the history, taste, and flavor of local snacks, national favorites, and yes, even some bizarre international or holiday-themed treats, alone or in head-to-head battles. My name is Jess, and with me is my dynamic duo partner, Ed Sullivan.
Hey, today's a good day.
Today is a very good day.
What do you think we're going to eat today?
Holiday treats.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a quick retraction. I did look at that snacky cereal, and it is not Elf the movie. It is more sneaky Elf on a Shelf.
Oh, really?
Really. I found it when I got home, and I was heartbroken. I had to come tell you guys.
I don't think I like Elf on a Shelf.
I find him creepy,
Yeah.
but I do like when they make him like poop and stuff. The mints. I don't know why. It's like fifth grade boy humor. But
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do? Let them eat cake, I would say.
I feel like we do. There's a heated debate on the third one. I just want to talk to you about that really quickly.
All
But we have holiday treats all from Little Debbie. I do have an issue with one thing, which I also want to point out because I'm me. But we have the Christmas tree cakes, which are holiday spice.
Nice.
They're frosted with the sprinkles that we were talking about are classy gold and orange instead of red and green.
I think it's pretty.
It is pretty. And then this is an eggnog cake roll, which I've never actually tried. So this is going to be a first time for me.
You're going to be surprised once you open it.
Will I? Like,
Yeah, I think
good
so.
surprise or like?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'll give it a go. I'm good. And then the soft gingerbread men, which for whatever reason, if you did this right or a little bit thicker, I feel like could be cake because they're that soft. It's good.
They are. And I don't know, they seem smallish.
Well, they do, but they're only 90 calories. I think that was like the one that you could really just power down the whole thing and not feel bad.
And they did go red and green on the sprinkles for Gingerbread Man.
With a very small amount of frosting.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got, because if you can see mine's a little. Oh, you got hit a little bit better than mine.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's not fully frosted.
I mean, I feel like the holiday treats, they have been doing a lot of different things because I don't remember there being an eggnog roll when I was younger.
I don't recall that one. It intrigued me, so I got some.
Your sense of adventure is just a beautiful thing.
It's crazy. And, I thought this through, and it seemed to me that the right progression, you got to start with this one.
Got it.
I think then you can move to spice cake, because gingerbread can be pretty intense.
It can be aggressive. I wonder which one it's going to be. Is it going to be aggressive or soft?
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we?
They're going to let you know about it.
While you open up your roll, I'm going to tell you some. I mean, we've talked about Little Debbie before.
We like to talk about Little Debbie.
Little Debbie is manufactured by McKee Foods Corporation. And they're privately held and family owned.
This smells delicious.
It smells lovely.
It smells like family business.
And they're headquartered in Collegedale, Tennessee. The company was actually founded during the Depression, Jess.
And they undepressed us.
Yeah, and Ruth McKee decided to name a product after one of their grandchildren.
Oh, how many did they have? What about like little Freddie?
No, they went with 4-year-old Debbie. Now,
She's cute.
yeah,
That's
but
right.
you're going to say, well, Debbie don't look 4.
Debbie does not look 4.
Do you want to know why?
Because this isn't Debbie.
Well, the original image of Debbie used on the packaging was based on a black and white photo. Artist Pearl Mann of Atlanta created the original color artwork. Following instructions, she made the little girl look older, around 8 or 9.
I'm not 100% good with kids' ages. I just kind of say 14 and hope I'm close.
Right, but that doesn't look like a
she
4-year-old.
clearly does not look like a 4-year-old.
No, and that's by design, apparently.
I'm fine with it. Strangely not offended.
Now, Jess, did you take the little cardboard off?
No, I was waiting for you. I thought we'd do this with solidarity. 'Tis the Christmas season, after all.
Ah, and that's the little surprise.
There's a layer of frosting.
On the bottom. I didn't expect that.
Oh, what a treasure. Thank you, little
I mean,
Debbie.
it's really nice looking with the swirls. And
I like they went in odd directions with it. It doesn't look super holiday, but you can smell the nog coming off of it.
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And really, a cake roll is somewhat Christmassy. You think about the Yule log and that
course.
sort of thing. But
This tastes like, as gross as it sounds, it tastes like chewy nog. It's good. Oh, this is great.
it's a nice, soft cake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not picking up a lot of cake flavor because the eggnog sort of dominates.
I think eggnog does that, though. I mean, I feel like the only thing that competes with eggnog is when you have spiked holiday nog, and that's because it's booze, and that kind of knocks everything out of the park.
Right. Like some bourbon or brandy in
Yeah,
there.
or a little bit of both. My mom
Both.
has like a secret mix. I can't remember what she puts in, but she makes homemade nog. That's kind of what this tastes like.
It's delightful little cake.
It holds up remarkably well for being as delicate a cake as it is.
Well, Jess, I think this is the time to give ourselves a little bit of a pat on the back. I mean, you saw the big news this week, right?
Oh, I did.
That the mystery Oreo flavor has been identified.
By us, but that's fine.
Well, I believe that was back in October when we put our best guess out as to the flavor. And you may recall this, Jess.
I will.
Churros or something?
Churros.
Oh, we're on to something now.
Churros. Hold on.
I like churros.
I like churros for it.
And what do you think the flavor turned out to be?
I'm going to go with the churros.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we nailed that.
Well, this is what we do. We're professionals.
Oh, it says
modest.
we're an authority.
We are the authority.
And this is just more evidence of it.
Yeah, I feel like they should have at least contacted us and said, yeah, you're awesome.
No, we haven't heard a word out of.
For shame. We eat a lot of your stuff, Oreo.
Oh, well, they make so much of it. I mean, it seems like every time I turn around, there's a new Oreo at the
Yeah.
market.
Yeah, like what? Like some weird flavors like wasabi or something or chicken.
I think that's Japanese Kit Kats.
I don't want those if we have them, but I will eat them. I'm actually I got to put the nog aside for a second because
Yeah.
I really want to just put down the rest of the
Well,
box.
And the cake, you think that's the same icing?
It probably is. They actually use a lot of the same icing, unless because I can't tell if I'm going to peel this off right now. I'm going to see if it's seasoned. That's just their coating, the one that Little Debbie uses on all their cakes.
It's just a sugary coating.
It tastes like the like a less flavorful white creme. Like it doesn't taste like white chocolate or anything, so you're good.
It's not overly spiced. I think the nutmeg predominates on that. A little bit of cinnamon.
I'm getting a mouthful of cinnamon on this.
Are you?
I really am.
Yeah, I mean, usually with a spice cake, if there's a sharpness to it that's coming from a clove, and are there any clove in there?
It says there are cloves. I get it. If you feel like the dryness in the middle of your tongue, there's clove in it, but it's not. I'm getting so much cinnamon. I'm not.
What's the ordering of the spices?
I'm hunting them down now because now it's making me nervous. Ooh, red and gold sugar crystals, so it's not orange, just so you know. Oh, wow. It looks like cinnamon and then nutmeg and clove. So it is cinnamon, nutmeg, clove, but it's way down. So it's predominantly cinnamon.
Well, I'm going to give you some news then.
Lay it on me.
All of these flamin' hot things are big, right?
Oh yeah,
Like the Cheetos flamin' hot.
I like them.
So, Jess, just in time for the holiday season, Cheetos Flaming Hot Snacks will debut as the next limited edition topping at Yogurtland. The spicy snack-topped frozen yogurt will be available starting December 2nd.
I didn't know what to say that wasn't not nice. That's different. I mean, I've eaten some weird things. I mean, you've seen what we've eaten on here, and if people know me, they know I've eaten weird stuff. But yogurt with that. What flavor yogurt?
Whatever you choose, Jess. But, you pick your yogurt and you say throw some Flamin' Hot Cheetos on it.
Oh, no.
Sweet and spicy is a thing, but this just sounds a little wrong.
That sounds a little, I think it's the cheesy, I mean, they have a place and they taste good, but adding them to anything is a little odd. Like I wouldn't even combine that with chocolate like I usually do. I actually dump a ton of cayenne in my hot chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
I just, for whatever reason, it tickles me just right. But if I ran out, I wouldn't think of putting like sriracha or flaming hot Cheetos or like, you know what I mean? Or like chili powder in it. I mean, that probably last one might be good, but
no marshmallows, Jess. Just throw some Cheetos on top.
please don't. If they made Cheeto marshmallows, it would be appropriate, but I don't think they do. At least I hope they don't.
Do you want to have a gingerbread man while I talk about another news story?
I would love to.
Now, Jess, I think this is solidly in the good news category.
Okay.
Worldwide sales for premium chocolate are anticipated to increase by 7% by 2022.
Why is that? Ruby chocolate?
New product launches and consumers' ongoing interest in organic, vegan, sugar-free, and gluten-free chocolate. So,
Okay,
a lot of new product introductions, I think.
Well, you did see so many at the snack convention. Gee whiz.
And then I think there'll be further growth in developing nations such as India.
Well, that's pretty cool.
But most of the growth will come from Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
We had a lot of do you remember those chocolate bars we had? I'm struggling with the name, but they had them different chocolates from different countries.
Oh yeah.
Those were excellent. I wonder
those were Ritter Sport bars.
Ritter Sport bars.
Yeah.
Those would be
those were a single source from different countries for the beans.
Yeah, those were interesting. I mean, those would be a fun holiday thing to do with your family, but that might be some of the boom.
All right, Jess, you bite the head off, right?
I bit the entire head off.
Knew it.
And I'm watching his face. We're going to see, because I've already tried it.
My initial reaction is I'm getting more molasses than ginger on it. The ginger comes in the finish.
Yes.
But it's pretty heavy molasses.
I find a gingerbread that's too heavy in molasses has a very bitter
bitterness
taste.
that comes with it, yeah.
And I find that I don't care for a heavy molasses gingerbread. I have my own recipe. I've worked with the same one. I got it from my aunt. She's a genius, by the way. But there's the proper balance, and I find this one almost offensive. And I don't mean that in a bad way, because Little Debbie, we love you still.
Because of the molasses.
It's a little bit too bitter for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that'll happen if you overdo your molasses.
It's just unusual, because I mean they make the they make other gingerbread stuff, and they make things with a great balance of ginger. And I mean, I'm a huge fan of Little Debbie, not only because they give me my tags on the back for my Christmas present, so I don't have to buy those separate.
Mm-hmm. So
we
got the clear loser.
For me, anyway. Yeah, I
agree with you. You know that I really like the ginger to come through a little bit more.
Right.
But for the number 2 slot, I mean the spice tree is good, but Boy, I think I'm going to have to say number one for me is the Eggnog Cake Roll.
You know, I think you and I are on the same wavelength. I agree with you. I don't dislike the spice cake. I just think that it's a little unbalanced as far as flavor goes. And I just, unfortunately, I really don't like the gingerbread man.
Well, I think the spice cake is more for grandmas.
Yeah, specific grandma?
No, I think grandmas like spice cake.
I've never turned down a cake.
Mm-hmm.
Except after the fruitcake episode.
You didn't like that.
I'll never do it again.
No, well, Jess, it's the holiday season.
Brutal. Nobody would be that mean to do it again. But
all right, so the clear winner for us is the Eggnog Cake Roll.
I mean, well done, Eggnog Cake Roll. I think everybody should try this. It's incredible.
Delightful.
If you guys ever have an idea of a snack we should dig into, an idea of what to pair against each other, please contact us at thesnackauthority@gmail.com. We do love to hear from you. Please let your snacking friends know about us. Share us, subscribe to us, give us a 5-star rating. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, everywhere, all the usual kind of places for us. This is The Snack Authority for Ed Sullivan and myself. Have a wonderful snack in a week.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.